Well, hello, Clare Hamilton.
Hello, Sara Cox.
Welcome, fantastic people, to Teen Commandments, the podcast where we try to make sense of the often chaotic brains of teenagers. How are you doing, Clare? Well, I know you're doing fine, because we were out last night on the town. We did meet in South Korea many, many moons ago as supermodels, because obviously that is the fashion capital of the world.
Yes.
And we recreated the magic of South Korea by going out for some Korean food last night in Chinatown.
We did.
Yummy, wasn't it?
It was amazing. It was so nice. I love how it's become really popular, Korean food, because it was not when we were young, was it?
Well, it wasn't with us because we were idiots.
Very unpopular.
And we were in South Korea going, God, I'd kill for a Big Mac. What's all this food? This bulgogi. But we went out last night and it was delicious. And we noticed, didn't we? Well, it was actually you who noticed, because on the menu there was soju, which is the booze we used to drink a lot when we were over there.
It's rocket fuel.
We went to a bar called The Kettle that used to serve kettles, like little metal. Were they metal?
Yeah, they were like little gold kettles, weren't they? I remember
filled
them being
with this
gold.
booze and bright coloured, wasn't it? Like fluorescent. And there was always talk about how soju had formaldehyde in it, so it would pickle all your organs. I'm not sure if that's true.
Really?
So do you not remember that?
No.
Everyone would be like, oh yeah, there's formaldehyde in it. That's why you get so off your head. Well, we drank that much. Maybe our kidneys are sort of springy and new. They've been pickled all these years.
I remember one of the waitresses in the Kettle when we used to go in used to say to us, well into our, like, many times at the Kettle, and she said, you're supposed to get one between you. We were like, oh.
Get a kettle each.
Get a kettle each. Just neck it.
And last night they were drinking soju in there in this little brightly sort of neon lit restaurant. And we didn't. We were like, look at that. I mean, the volume of some of the soju.
32% one of them was. Can you imagine us two after that?
Might as well just take a pint of 4-star petrol in there and just neck that. We were like, oh my God. So we were like, no, we'll have a little glass of Merlot instead. We're not getting a brightly coloured cocktail. But all the young crazy things around us were all getting...
Yeah, they were doing shots, weren't they?
Yeah, shots of soju, brightly coloured soju from little bottles. And the volume just increased minute by minute as they got more leathered.
They were shouting about the food. They were shouting at each other. It was like, oh my God, is this what we were like?
That's exactly what we were like. And also, they've got the little, where you can do your own barbecue in the middle of the table. And I was thinking, I don't want to do that. I want someone else. I've come out for dinner. That's basically cooking your own tea, isn't it?
It's not a novelty at our age.
No.
I know you do it.
I get to cook the food. Yeah, great. No, some other bugger can do it. It came suspiciously quickly, the food, didn't it? I'm not into that.
I always love your face. It's like, it gives away so much. You can see your brain going like, what is it? What's going on now? It's a bit fast.
We literally ordered and he turned around and I glanced out the window, glanced back and he was there with the food.
A full beef bulgogi.
I was like, how the fuck have they cooked this so quickly?
How long's that been sat there?
It's so suspicious. I'm like, thanks. And also, we had a moment where I'm turning into my mum because I went for a wee, which was downstairs.
Yeah. And you came back with a face on.
I could never play poker. I'd lose my house, my car, my kids.
I'd never play with you alongside you at poker.
You can read exactly what's going on. But the stairs were filthy. I thought if they can't sweep the stairs, how were they wiping down the countertops in the kitchen?
Don't give a shit. If everyone's drinking soju, no one notices the stairs. They go in the back like, yeah, one's on the Merlot.
They were like, that Merlot woman's looking at the stairs funny as she comes back up. But it was nice to be out and although I felt quite leathered after 2 glasses of Merlot.
We were really giggly going back in the taxi, weren't we?
We walked through Chinatown, which was really busy, and I did that big cough like a cow does. Like I didn't cover my mouth, and I just went,
and some poor person passing by.
And just tore his face. I was like, I didn't even cover my mouth.
Basically, we went out like 2 boomers last night.
We're like, these stairs are dirty, and then coughing at people. But it was lovely to go. Because when you come through and come down and stay in London if you come to my house, it's just, you just watch me stressfully cooking for the kids.
You do family time, which is normal, isn't it?
Yeah, family time.
Family
It's a nice
time.
way of putting me just like grumpily trying to cook some sea bass while feeding the dogs and rolling my eyes at everything.
Your kids are sick of seeing me in this house.
You know what? You know when we got the new kitten?
Yeah.
My youngest was away on holiday and Ben pulled up with her outside and went, Mummy's in the front room with someone that she wants you to go and see. She told me afterwards that she just presumed it was you.
Yeah.
She said,
like, yeah, Clare's
why
here.
does Daddy want me to go in and see Claire? She's always here. Like, why is that a surprise? Like, ta-da! Auntie Claire's here.
I love that.
I
You've got a surprise in the front room. Kids are like, yeah, is it Claire again?
Again. So welcome back from your holidays. How
Thank
was it?
you. Eventful.
Yeah.
Very much. I took my mum to Portugal, and I think we've discussed before how it's been a long time since she's travelled, and she used to be cabin crew. I was very excited to take her back through the airport, and she was very excited to be in an airport because she's always said it's her favourite place in the world.
Yes.
And
I was joking on the pod about how things will have changed so much since she last went. Like last time she went, she'd have been on the arm of a dashing pilot,
Yes.
possibly, while smoking a ciggy and
Yeah.
just sauntering through.
oh, I definitely remember having a fag on the plane.
So was it a shock to her, all the security? I mean, I'm asking this lovely listener fully knowing the answer.
How she didn't get arrested or strip searched, I don't know.
So my favourite bit is the tray.
Right, I'll try and do it as quick as I can. She gets to my house the night before. I set up 2 glasses of Prosecco. Woo, she's staying over. We're flying at 3 a.m. She's forgotten her phone, so she drives back home, gets her phone. Then we get the taxi. The taxi was due at mine at 3:30 in the morning. She's up at 2, pottering about. I could hear her pottering about. She's just excited. Taxi arrives. We get the stuff in. Can't find her phone again. So then all of her bags get emptied out in the taxi. The phone's in the bag. So just remember that bit. We get to the airport and like, right, liquids, plastic bag. We go through all of that with her. Okay. And I can see it on her face. She's just confused. She doesn't get it, and she didn't get it the whole time. So we went to the little bit where you put your liquids in a plastic bag, and I'm going through it with her, and she seals up the bag, places it on the side, and went, right, and walks off. No, Mum
just leaves
it there. Mum, you need that bag. These are your liquids.
No, how old is she, Sylvia?
79.
No, she's 79, but also when she's in Whitefield, she's the queen of her domain.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, she's always gardening, she's always pottering, she goes to classes.
Oh, my God,
She's
yeah.
got the, what's it called? The edibles.
Incredible edibles.
Incredible edibles. Are you sure they're just growing vegetables?
I
Because
don't know.
this might explain a lot. She just absolutely wrecked from Incredible Edibles. So she's really together at home, but,
Yes.
but put her in this new environment that has changed a
Yeah.
lot. She just completely...
just-
Also, she's been up since 2 a.m.
She's been up since 2 a.m.
She pulled an all-nighter, basically. Okay, so
She's
then
mega excited.
she just walks off and leaves it, and you're
She
like, no,
walks
you
off.
take them with you, Mum. Okay, so she leaves her liquids behind. What
Yes.
next?
So then we get the liquids and we go to the actual security bit. And I said, just copy me, whatever I do. And I emptied out all of my bits. You've got to take all your electricals out.
Of course.
The lady saw the microphone because I took the microphone with me because we were doing radio too.
Yeah, we were popping up on Ramesh
Yes,
on his
so-
Saturday show.
The lady behind the security thing starts chatting to me about the microphone and telling me that she wants to set up a podcast. So we're chatting away. So Sylvia's off doing her own thing at this point, not knowing what on earth she's doing. So I just go through, just in half the conversation shouting back to this woman as I'm going through, and yeah, la la la, and I just hear, madam, you can't do, madam. Oh God. That's definitely my mother. And I turn round and she's got her tray with all of her bits in, but she's walking through the beeper bit with a tray. And they're all staring her back and she's looking at me and I'm going, no, take it back. So she takes it all back. And then she comes through the beeper bit and I'm like, yeah, just walk through. And of course it goes off. And she said to her, what have you got in your pocket? And she just pulls out a lighter and a nail varnish. just like, what? It's a nail varnish. Like, accusing the woman, like, it's not going to do any harm. What's the problem?
I mean, if you were skilled enough, you could probably do some harm with nail varnish and a lighter, a naked flame.
So the woman looks at me, she says, I'm going to have to liquid search. And I'm like, what do you mean? What does this mean? And it just means they get that wand and they wave it around her. So she wasn't getting strip searched. Then she comes through and she's all giggly going, oh, that was eventful. And we get all of the stuff. And then she gets to the other bit and she's like, I think my credit cards are in the taxi.
Oh my God.
I literally, because I said, no, your handbag's there. And she said, no, that's my handbag. They're in the other handbag. I'm like, what other handbag? You've got another handbag.
Sylvia double handbagged it.
She's treble handbagged it. Shut up. She's got a passport handbag, a credit card handbag that were inside her handbag. And I leant against the wall and I slid down the wall and a security woman came over to me. She said, are you all right? I said, she's got 3 handbags. And I knew at that point, this has set the tone. I text you straight away.
Yeah, there was like, you texted me with all of this. I was like, get a drink, maybe just go and have a drink and you'll be there soon and relaxing in the sunshine before you know it.
We did have a drink on the plane and she was like a giddy kid and it was funny because she was laughing at herself, Oh my God. But I had full on anxiety by the time I got on the plane.
The rest of the holiday was fine, wasn't it? You had a lovely time.
We had a great time. I had to wrap her up in cotton wool a little bit.
Yeah.
She was on the boat and she was full on sunbathing on the top of the boat. And I'm like, no, she needs to be protected from the sun. Her skin's not quite as strong as it was maybe and stuff. So I was a little bit sort of mollycoddling her and she did get a little bit disorientated at breakfast a few times. I'm like, no, this way. We're sat over here, because it all looks the same. And then I did find her with a massive like fishbowl full of rum and coke at one point, slurping it at something like 11 a.m.
Was it when we'd been on Ramesh and you went back?
Came back and she had this
as big as her head?
Yeah, she's slurping away. Next thing, she's snoring her head off by the pool and I'm having to cover her up. It's like having a toddler. But she loved it. And then on the way back, she gets a plastic bag full of liquids and we're getting out of the taxi to the airport in Portugal. And I said to her, right, she said, I know what I'm doing. I said, right, okay, this time it's going to be pain-free. Right. She gets the bag, she looks at me and she drops it in the bin. What are you doing? She don't need them now.
No. You keep them. You just keep the bag. Oh my God.
She sat on the plane going home. She said, I think I'm good to do this solo,
I mean, it'd be quite a reality show. Let's just fit loads of little cameras to her and send her off around the world and just see where she ends up. So, Claire, I had a lovely flashback the other day and it was thanks to Mr. Peter Kay, comedy legend.
Oh, I've not asked you how that went.
It was good. It was good. Although I thought it was in a different place. Oh. I thought it was at the Lowry Hotel.
Yeah, you told me that.
Oh, did I? Yeah. It's at the Lowry Lyric Theatre. It's a massive theatre, like on the water at like Salford Quays.
Oh, yeah. You thought it was the Lowry Hotel?
I thought it was at the Lowry Hotel.
In Manchester?
Yeah, just that's got like an event room that's got like 150 people in there because I've interviewed someone there before. I interviewed Sting there.
Did you?
Yeah, I pissed him off because I made a gag about how many houses he had. Because he's like a multi-millionaire, but I think he wants to keep it real. And anyway, I made this gag, and for the rest of the interview, he was a bit icy with me. So in my head, I was just in that little room. So then the taxi drops me off at the Lowry Lyric that's got like...
It's gorgeous in there.
1,800 seats or 2,000 with some standing. So I went out on the stage and I was like, Jesus. I didn't know it was going to be this big. But it was fine. No pressure on me. I was interviewing Peter Kay. It was like Peter Kay in conversation because he's got a new book coming out.
Okay.
Called The Diary. Peter Kay's Diary, it's called. Obviously a bit of a comedy legend.
Yeah.
I kind of know him. We text and chat to each other occasionally. So he said, do you want to do this? And we'll put money towards cancer charities and food bank. And obviously it's sold out within seconds.
Amazing.
Oh my God, you know what? Mm-hmm. My mum came with her friend.
Okay.
And no, I don't need to tell this story.
Yeah, you do.
I was so annoyed. I'd said to my mum, right, in fact, I don't care, I'll say, she disregards what I say. I texted my mum beforehand and I was like, look, if you're going to come backstage and meet Peter, he doesn't really do photos. Like, I'd made that up a little bit, but I'm like, let him, if you're coming backstage, it's not one for doing selfies, because you're sort of in the backstage, in the inner sanctum, in a private area.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he doesn't really do photos.
I can just imagine Jackie that just going, boom.
Yeah, right over her head. So, and then I'd also sent her a message going, it's at the Lyric at the theatre. And then I sent her another text going, let me know that you've got the message. And the way she replied, like, what message? I could hear her voice, because I think the no photo thing probably pissed her off and thought I was being like, who does she think she is? So anyway, my sister comes with her other half, and my mum comes with her friend, who I'd not met before, very nice lady. And they come and they meet Peter, and my mum goes more Bolton than I've ever heard her. But that kind of happens with him because he's so broad, and she's going, Siddy. She kept saying to him, Siddy, which means like, hey up or Roy,
Oh, right, okay, does it? I didn't know that.
I know, it's like really proper deep Bolton. And of course, after a few minutes chatting, she's like, now, I know you don't do photos, Peter, but can me and you do a... And I'm just thinking... I was so annoyed because he was completely charming about it. It was like, of course, come on. And I'm thinking, I just asked her not to do it. And she just couldn't resist. She just can't resist because she has to have photographic evidence. She has to get it up on Facebook or whatever. So she said, my mum's like 4'10" and her mate was Diddy as well. So anyway, he was joking anyway afterwards, saying it looked like he was in pants. He's too little women. Like he's in Snow White or something. But anyway, so she just couldn't resist it. And then she was down a couple of days later, and I'm like making her a dinner. And I was desperate to be like, were you happy with your photo? But I just thought...
Did you not do it?
No, I just bit my tongue because I just thought I can't be arsed because she'll be arsey about it, and I've just not got the energy. But I was kind of just really wanting to pick at that scab. But I've let it go.
Let it go.
I'll talk about it on the podcast.
It'll come up on Christmas Day.
Yeah. So the little flashback I had anyway with Peter when we were on stage was he does a bit in his book about back in the day, like, when you were staying in with your parents.
Oh, yes.
And how you'd be entertained. Like, it's so different to now.
Yeah.
Like now, when we have, it's a bit sad, really. I think the art of a night in with your kids has kind of changed a little bit because they just want to get away from you.
Yeah, because we all had to gather around one TV.
Yeah,
we didn't all have a TV.
One gas fire and one
channel.
TV.
Yeah, like I had to pick what we were watching.
Well, there was 3. Woo! And then we got 4. Remember when Channel 4
Channel 4
started?
came out. And they had a movie on at 9:00 every night. It was a right treat.
I mean, the whole that's all you do really. If you weren't out with your mates, you had to hang out with your parents because you didn't have. I mean, I didn't get a telly in my room for years. That was always the dream, to get your own little portable telly in your room. And I remember my mum being like, "Oh, we'll never see you if you get a telly in your room," and that was the big fear. But now, obviously, our own kids are just on handheld supercomputers.
Oh my God, they've got about 4 or 5 screens, haven't they?
Yeah.
Different options.
Yeah, it's like they work on Wall Street, isn't it? Just surrounded.
They can watch 2 things at once sometimes.
Yeah, double screening it.
Yeah.
People, they now make TV and make content that is for double screening in mind. So for people who aren't really concentrating, some programming is made with double screening in mind, which is mad.
God, wow.
So, but for us...
Well, we had our record players, didn't we? You could go
Yes.
up there. I had flashing lights on mine.
Did you?
Yeah, on my speakers. Yeah.
Like, Claire's like mobile disco.
Yeah, I used to open my window so everyone could hear my music. Do you ever do that?
No. I was in the attic though for a lot of my years. I would have had to have it really loud. Just passing aircraft could have heard it. It was that high up. What, you'd open your window a bit, crack a window, and then what? Have your flashing lights on?
Flashing lights on, yeah. Do a bit of.
Remember with the red, green, and yellow, like little, very
disco
nice.
lights,
Remember the whole red light thing? Don't have a red light near your window. People immediately presume you're a prostitute.
Well, it was that and a sunbed light as well, wasn't it? So it was like maybe there was all sorts of wrong light therapy going on. Yeah, or you could watch Blind Day or something.
Well,
with
that's
your
what you do with your Saturday night. You'd watch
Yeah.
Blind Day.
You would, wouldn't you?
That's why, Cilla Black was the most powerful woman in Britain for a lot of the 80s because there was 32 million people watching her every Saturday night.
Nothing else on, was there?
There was nothing else on.
And Wogan.
Yeah. But what Peter was saying was about going down to the video shop.
Oh, yes.
And I remembered you'd have to time it. You'd have to get there as soon as it opened, or all the good stuff would be gone.
Yeah, in the charts.
Yeah, and you'd be walking along, and people would be doing that speed walking. You'd know they were all going to Blockbuster. You're all you're all eyeing each other up as you're all sort of in a big herd heading to Blockbuster, because otherwise you just end up with some crap,
Yeah.
My Girl or whatever that you'd seen,
You'd seen
with
it
Macaulay Culkin. You'd seen loads, and that was your entertainment. Having to go down the video shop, quick go. Yeah, so there'd be the charts, the big new releases.
Yeah. And then you get a takeaway. Did you get a Chinese to go with your video?
Yeah, go in, get your Chinese on the way back.
And then you'd get up on Sunday morning and rewatch the film
Yeah.
before it had to go back.
And Peter was saying the whole thing about it was a hanging offence if you didn't rewind the video
Yeah.
and take it back.
Which took forever, didn't it?
It's sad now. I can try and tempt the kids down to watch something.
Yeah.
We occasionally can. And try and lure them in. Traitors, I can get my daughter in to watch with us. And The Apprentice with my son, we'll try and get him to come and watch that with us.
Yeah.
Or it's sometimes we'll just lure them into the front room. And now we've got that little kitten, it helps.
Yes.
And then they will just hang out. But it seems to happen almost by accident.
Yeah.
And then me and Ben are looking at each other this is exciting. We've got both kids in the room with us.
I've got to admit, mine's going less and less and less that they'll watch stuff with me.
Yeah, and just go and hang out with you. It's sad.
Yeah, it really is, because they'll go to another room and watch their own stuff. Can someone... I always put in the little chat that we have, does anyone want to watch a film? And just get ghosted.
Yeah, I'm just desperate to hang out with them. Ben was out with my daughter the other night, and so I texted my son, just me and you tonight, son. What do you fancy for dinner? I'll stop and get something yummy. This is just before work. He's like, okay, I really like those quesadillas you make, these beef things. With the beef I made last week? He's like, yes. So I love heart the yes. And then he's like, and then I'm like, do you want to watch a film with me tonight? No answer. Next text. Spinal Tap? No answer. Next text from me. Classic. His next text. I'm going gym now, BTW. I'm like, oh. Okay, bye. I was so clingy.
My daughter said to me last time I suggested doing something like the cinema or something. She was like, Claire, you need to really get a life.
Did she?
I did have one with you.
Yeah, you are my life.
As I'm next to a door crying and she shuts it.
It's a bit like in Frozen. Yeah. Do you want to go to movie? Get popcorn like we used to. You're basically Anna. I thought it'd be interesting to talk about when you break up.
Oh.
When you're a teenager. No, I'm not breaking up with you, don't worry.
Okay.
I'm still you
It's
know,
you can try.
Can I just say what annoyed me about my mum and the Peter Kay thing?
Oh, you're still on
Just one more thing.
You're going to be texting me when I'm on my way back to Manchester.
She made the choice between my feelings and a photo with Peter Kay. Do you know what I mean? She made a choice where she thought, I'm either going to upset Sarah because she's asked me not to do something, or I'm going to have a selfie or photo with Peter Kay.
It's a no-brainer from her point of view.
I was going to say it was an hip dip, but she was like, no. She's like, fuck her.
It took her 2 seconds to make the decision.
I mean, I was with her the other day and she's getting these spangly new teeth. If she's not careful, I'm going to... I'm going to say to the dentist, can you make this one a bit longer and make this one? Yeah. Anyway, okay, I've got to move on.
It's fine. I mean, bring it back whenever you need to.
So I can't remember. I feel like I've not really had my heart broken ever. Touch wood. Unless Ben gets any ideas, I'm sure he won't. Hopefully.
Because you're the most fabulous girlfriend, baby.
Well, I feel like no, I would have. I obviously did split up with people. They don't just still think they're going out with me from all those years ago. We obviously had breakups, but I don't think any of them were that traumatic. Apart from perhaps with my first love, which was Annie from Bolton.
Yes.
He's a very nice boy. But I think that just sort of slowly died a death. I went away working and we sort of just drifted apart a little bit. That's the one I was mad jealous of. And he didn't do anything wrong. I was just absolutely... It's just all over the place, aren't
psycho.
you? Yeah, okay. Yeah, a bit psycho, maybe. That's when I was like sort of... I think we must have split up when I was like 19 or something, maybe. 19, 20. And when I started to move, when I moved down to London and stuff, it was over.
Yeah.
But I can't even remember breaking up with him. It's hard to sort of... When you've got your own kids and they're starting to see people and if they're splitting up, it's hard, isn't it, to sort of, support them through being good at breaking up.
Well, the whole thing, good at relationships as well.
Yeah.
Because we were no experts at that in that time.
You're a bit mad, aren't you, when you're a teen?
I'm still
and
shit.
you're in love. Any action down there?
No.
Nothing in Portugal?
No, God, I got... Very clever.
Just very quickly. I want to like go over there by the magic of a TARDIS and drown this man who bothered you in the pool. You got chatted up, didn't you?
I got chatted up by somebody who was really killing my buzz and my vibe because we just got off the radio and I was in the pool. Sylvia was off with a rum and coke.
Yeah, you'd been on chatting to Ramesh on his Saturday morning show on Radio 2, promoting the pod. You're all buzzy. Your mum's got a bowl of rum and coke. You're in the pool and he comes and sort of gets in your space a bit and chats you up.
Yeah, an American guy that was telling me all about himself and his wife who was with him. But he made it very clear that he was chatting me up. He was telling me how beautiful I was. He wanted to look me up when I went back home. He wanted my surname. And then he proceeded to tell me, which I kind of guessed, that he was in his late 70s.
You said...
I just wanted to go away.
You have a pot belly and really skinny arms. It's so depressing now that it's our sort of...
There's got to be more out there than that.
There's got to be.
I am
we
quite
can't just be
retired.
Attractive to people who are nearly in their 80s. Surely not.
That's what I was thinking to myself.
No.
I didn't listen to much else what he had to say because I was like, my mum's 79. She's over there if you want to chat someone up.
What did you do in the end? Did you just float away?
Yeah, I just kept moving away and he kept following me and he's like, hey, do you want me to shade you from the sun? And he stood over me with his big belly.
Oh my God.
So I was
so
in
disgusting.
the baby pool bit and he was just stood there telling me about himself.
Ugh, and that he had money.
Yep.
Yuck.
Yeah.
So
anyway.
That's what's happening with you and your love life at the moment. But tell me, do you remember splitting up with boyfriends when
I
you were a
remember
teenager?
getting my heart broken. I remember my first heartache and I just thinking that the whole world was over, my whole life. I just couldn't breathe. I remember it being that painful.
What, when they told you?
Yeah, and just I didn't know how I was going to move forward.
What was it, face to face when they told you?
I can't remember. I just remember the next few weeks just being horrific. Like I didn't want to continue with normal day-to-day stuff.
Oh, that's
just
so
wanted
sad.
To curl up and then looking back, I think, oh my God, get a grip.
Who was this person? We must have
called David.
We spoke about him before, have we?
Yeah.
What was this when you were a teen?
No, it was early 20s. Teen.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knob. I mean,
didn't we? He would have been the one that we made the voodoo dolls out of. Yeah, he was a dick.
Come on, look back at my life.
Yeah, we've had a few dicks, literally and figuratively speaking.
They have got progressively worse
babe.
over time. They literally have. They've gone from bad to bad to bad to terrible to shocking to horrific.
Mine have been a roller coaster. The dickage amount has fluctuated,
which I think
over
is normal.
the years.
Yeah,
and then I had Annie was lovely, but other than Annie, and obviously I hit the jackpot with Ben.
and you just hope that your teens kind of they're going to make mistakes, and you have to let them, don't you? And just find the way, and that I have never witnessed an argument between my teen and their current girlfriend or boyfriend, but I can't imagine what that must be like. I think about that sometimes, like, whose side would you be on if you could, hear something going on or witness something?
I know it's difficult, isn't it? Because so with mine, like with my eldest, she's sort of, when she's come out of relationship, she's always done it kindly and she's always been lovely and sort of stayed friends with her exes, which is really good. I think it's interesting with a son, because I think you naturally then you see it from the girl's point of view, and you want to make sure that you're
absolutely,
your son is kind and is treating people well. But it's difficult because they don't really, he does come and tell me stuff. I just can't go into it. So.
I told my son something when he finished with his last girlfriend, or they finished, should I say. I shouldn't put it straight on him, but he was telling her that, there was a possibility that they might get back together. And I told him to man up and grow some balls. And if there's not, then he must tell her.
Yeah.
And he didn't like that, but he did it. But it's just things like that no, you've got to be honest.
I mean, do you think it was different back when we were teenagers? Do you think mums back then were giving advice to their teenage sons to treat, their girlfriends well? I don't think they were.
I don't think so.
No.
I think people just minded their own business, and just like, oh, you'll get over it, you'll be fine. There was a lot of that, wasn't there?
I mean, my first proper boyfriend, his family were a little bit rough.
Well, this is who you get attracted to when you're younger, isn't it? Just like the complete wrong one. Because it's more fun, it's mischievous.
Yeah, like what?
I think I still do this now. This is where
Now, I want to say that I did grow out of that by about 18.
I'm trying.
You're still...
I struggle with it.
Still like a bad boy.
I still like a little bit of mischief. I'm just trying to be different kinds of mischief.
You still like a Vin Diesel type. I mean, boys back in the day, if you were you've snogged someone or you're going out with someone, I mean, at least back then they couldn't text you. They sort of had to tell you to your face.
Yeah.
Or they'd get their mate to come over and tell you.
Yeah. Or they'd just slag you off.
And you'd be like, all right, it's done. And you'd never really know, would you? That was when you were like a sort of young teen. You'd never really know if you were going out with someone or not.
No, that's right. They'd just be shouting something abusive across the playground. You're like, oh, we're not together anymore.
Right, okay, is it over? Booting a football at you. You're like, right. And then you'd just be like, all right, I'm going to cross the name off my pencil case then. Just that'd be it's officially over.
Yeah.
That'd be the way of updating your relationship status, was that you're just crossing off Paul is 100% fit off your pencil case and writing someone else's name on there.
Do you know what? There wasn't much girl code as well back then, I don't think.
No.
I used to, there was one guy that I was really into that I was seeing, and the next thing he's snogging me mate.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, well, it's just a big free-for-all. They were probably overcome by the fumes from all the hairspray. They didn't know what girl they were with. If you can remember any stories of breaking up with your one true love when you were a teenager, let us know, please, how it happened. How did you feel? Tell us all the details. hello@teencommandments.co.uk. And also tell us about nights in. Do you manage to persuade your kids to have a night in with you? How do you make that happen? And also your own Saturday nights as a teen, where your main option is watching Blind Date with your parents. Let us know, please. All that lovely stuff. hello@teencommandments.co.uk.